In Chapel Hill, they love to say if the good Lord's not a Tar Heel, why did he make the sky Carolina blue? Glad to have you with us. Kenan Stadium in Chapel Thrill and home to the North Carolina Tar Heels. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the North Carolina Tar Heels. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we're ready to tee it up. And the Tar Heels will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The offense lining up for a first down play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Got room at the 35. Open runway ahead. Running inside the 20. Touchdown Cardinals. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Offense set on first down. Wide out in motion. They'll try the run. Just ran over it.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. And you can have that kind of success on first down running the football. It just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
He's going to pass on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. On second down, wants to throw. Fires left. Wide open downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail. And that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
The Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He'll try the right side. Jukes his way for more. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2.
Offense facing 4th down.
This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. Quarterback will audible. On 4th down, going to the air. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
They'll start this drive with a pass. He's going for a big play downfield. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Louisville!
Hey, coming into the game, you look at the stats, and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Pressure coming. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He made the catch past the marker, but he was also past the sidelines. Incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down. He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll run the jet sweep, trying to spread this defense out. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Sam Houston is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now. But there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Louisiana Tech. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. At the 35, he's open. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And the offensive line and the quarterback has to do their job on screens. They got to sell. Pass down the field, pass down the field. Offensive line releases. Quarterback now snaps his eyes to the running back. The running back does the rest with the big boys out in front, creating a pass.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice aim before the defense is able to stop him. Running back searching for a hole. And that's the end of the line on that run, and it's the end of the line for the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Louisville 21, North Carolina 0.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. They'll try to get it through the air. Quickly to the tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Flushed out of the pocket. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the #1 thing. Avoid disaster here.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The offense stays on the field despite the fact they've misfired on 2 fourth-down attempts already. Can they change their luck? Steps away to find some room. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
All right, defensive ends, you've got to do a better job not getting too far up the field on these pass rush situations. You've got to be able to retrace. You can get to the level of the quarterback, but then you've got to slow yourself down under control. It's making it way too easy on this QB to know it.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, North Carolina. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't happy.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Schwab. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
He breaks a tackle. He's racked up 92 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? But if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
And the Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, give on the inside. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. It's caught. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down.
How many 1st downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Trying to seal the edge on the right. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cardinals.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he capped it off with a 27-yard touchdown run. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the 1st half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the 1st half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
1st down and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Moving out of the pocket. Fires on the move. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Love the effort. Tried to toe tap, but at the end of the day, that's just a really good-looking incompletion.
After the misfire, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving. He'll throw one to his right. Gets downfield for the big catch. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end and just did a nice job.
He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Get it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Let's see what they've got on second down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On second down, looking to throw. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Bringing it back. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Louisville! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leader.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Wants to throw on second down. Looking for the end zone. And that pass picked off. Got some room to run. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Cardinals will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Unloads it left. Got him downfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. This time he's got it.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. And the Tar Heels are on the move. Looking to go up top on first down. Makes his connection.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when you start getting those long yardage situations.
To the ground with the back. The Tar Heels get enough for the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Rhodes. Trucks through the defender.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back can get some positive yards.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Now on the move. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tar Heel. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
35, North Carolina.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick off.
Going for the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
1st and 10.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now in the same page.
Rides to the back. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Put themselves in a bit of a bind, but that last one is 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got him, and nobody's close. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Louisville 35, North Carolina 14.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the first. And the Cardinals get enough for the 1st down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They've put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep...
Touchdown, Cardinals! And the stomping has commenced. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
What a day. His 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half.
Timeout, North Carolina.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Sam Houston is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by 10 to Louisiana Tech. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. And the Tar Heels want to crank the tempo. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Quick pass on the jet motion. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
And that's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. And now you have to make him earn it now in the next down.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy. And because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football. And that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the 4th quarter.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's complete. A huge pickup.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
He wants to throw it again. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Complete downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. He leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Fires to the right. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, UNC!
Nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
And the extra point was good. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Shakes off the defender. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense.
And they got him for the sack. And the Tar Heels are in the hurry-up.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas. And that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He'll try to take it back. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Cardinals. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He turns that loose down the right side. And he reels it in inside the 30. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, North Carolina! PAT unit on the field. Smashes it through for the PAT. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Schwab. Running through contact. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, Dave.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
They want that clock to run. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run the toss. Turns it on in midfield. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville! And the pummeling has started. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And he added the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
North Carolina, 28.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch them.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Here's a throw downfield late. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. A first down for the offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
And I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.